I consider myself a silent and simply a casual listener of SB19, and I admit tahimik lang ako na nakikinig at nag-appreciate sa music nila since I discovered them a few months ago. And watching their ganap's lately is such a treat. I maybe not be a part of their fandom, pero just to witness a Filipino boy group earn, that level of success na natatamasan nila ngayon, parang as a Filipino, makakadama ka ng certain warmth and pride because they are really representing the Filipino talent in a very positive and inspiring way. Hindi lang talent sa music, kundi maging sa kultura, sa asal. They're very humble despite the heights na naabot nila. And recently nga, isa na namang record ang nasama sa listahan nila. They performed sa Hito Awards 2025 sa Taiwan, making them the first Filipino artist to perform in Taipei Arena, which I think has the capacity of 15,000 people. So, na-invite sila and sila yung main foreign guest artist. Sila yung last na nag-perform and was given the longest set. They performed three hype songs for almost 15 minutes and nakikolab din sila sa popular Taiwanese boy group na Ozone. So, napanood ko yung event sa isang fan na nag-post ng live stream and I think it was such a blast. Yung intro for them was so sick, paulit-ulit ko talaga na pinanood kasi ang ganda talaga ng montage, nakaka-goosebumps, and their performance was so fire. Ramdam mo talaga yung passion, yung gigil, yung confidence. They own the stage, literally. And proof of that is mismo yung mga Taiwanese na nasa event mismo na nakapanood. They flooded yung threads with their overwhelmingly positive reviews, comments, and reaction. Marami akong nabasa na nagsabing first time nilang mapanood ang SB19. They didn't have any idea who they were, pero naging fan talaga sila on the spot. Common sa comments na mga nabasa ko yung phrase na too strong kasi naman malakas din talaga yung command nila sa stage. Makikita mo na experience or seasoned performers na sila. Yung parang they're so confident and alam talaga nila yung ginagawa nila at grabe yung conviction. It was also very nice na yung pinili nilang kantahin ay mga Tagalog songs. Instead of singing English songs to cater to foreign audience, Tagalog talaga yung kinanta nila. Kasi 'di ba parang perhaps maybe they could have chosen something like Shooting for the Stars na in my opinion pasok sa panlasa ng audience don. Kasi base din sa Hito Awards ang daming kumanta ng ballads and yung mga parang light and feel good lang na songs. But no, they still chose to sing Tagalog songs and pinatunayan talaga nila na we don't have to sing English songs to be recognized or appreciated overseas. And as a Filipino, masaya na makakita ng Filipino artist na makatanggap ng ganung papuri at atensyon. And treatment na rin kasi ang ganda din talaga ng production ng Hito Awards. Parang pinagandaan din talaga nila yung performance ng SB19. They really gave them time to perform. I think sila yung may pinakamahabang set doon sa lahat ng artist na nag-perform and binigyan din sila ng freedom to perform and present themselves as they are. Kaya yun, thank you din talaga sa Taiwan and sa sponsor nila na Acer, which is a Taiwanese product or a Taiwanese company. And Sony Taiwan na rin. Makikita mo na napaka-supportive din talaga nila. Pero siyempre, yung pinakaimportante sa lahat, all of this happened only because of SB19's hard work and dedication to their art and their craft. Napansin sila dahil sa galing nila, napansin sila dahil I think maganda din yung pinakita nilang asal nung pumunta sila doon I think last year. And yun, napansin sila at pinaniwalaan sila dahil nakita talaga ng mga sponsors nila doon, sipag nila, talento nila, and that they are really a wonderful artist. Basta ang hirap ipaliwanag pero the bottom line is these blessings happened because of their hard work and their dedication. Ayun. They prioritize their artistry and the quality of their products, the quality of their songs, of their MVs, and I think even their merchandise. So, hindi nila inisip yung quantity or yung ROI, I guess. Which is, of course, part naman talaga yun in every business. Pero talagang yung focus nila is yung quality talaga. And ayun nagbunga lahat ng magaganda, yung mga magagandang bagay din na ipinunla nila kumbaga. And parang we could say na their journey was a slow burn. And throughout that slow burn journey, parang they learned a lot and they bettered themselves a lot. They kept improving, upping their game. Kaya sa ngayon, lahat ng ipinunla nila throughout those years, tinatamasa na nila ngayon yung bunga. They earned everything that they have now. Kaya it is such a sweet victory na parang every project na natatanggap nila, every endorsement man yan, guesting, feels really nice and sweet dahil pinaghirapan nilang tunay. Like literally everything. Kaya parang I could imagine yung pride at saya na nararamdaman ng fandom nila. Dahil siyempre yung fandom nila yung nandun, sila yung nakasaksi sa hirap na pinagdaanan nila mula simula bago nila narating kung nasaan man sila ngayon. Kaya parang for me lang, naisip ko lang na it's also nice na yung mga magiging tagahanga nila sa ibang bansa na mahahakot pa lang nila in the coming days, months, or years. Parang walang magiging problema sa PR, hindi sila mahirap, mahalin or magustuhan dahil if these new people would go back to their discography, magaganda yung makikita nilang product or outputs. And if they go to their stories as well to get to know them more, magaganda din yung makikita nila. Parang malinis yung journey nila, wala silang inapakang tao, walang kalat na lilinisan. Their story is nothing but inspiring. Kaya once new people would dive into their discography, into their story, parang hindi talaga sila mahirap i-promote or magustuhan. And parang actually, pang movie material or series material yung story nila. Parang if any of you likes watching Indian movies like me, be it Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, or Malayalam, etc. For me kasi ang galing nilang gumawa ng movies, including biopics, especially if musical. And parang na-imagine ko, I wish for them na magawan sila ng pelikula or series yung buhay nila kasi it's really very inspiring and parang ang ganda-ganda lang. It's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful journey. Yeah, and also talking about inspiration, ramdam mo din talaga yung impact ng SB19 kasi yung kanta nilang Gento nagagamit siya sa shows sa ibang Southeast Asia countries. For aspiring boy groups, I think. May nakita akong mga videos ng Indonesian boy groups, Malaysian and Thai boy groups na gumamit ng Gento sa TV shows mismo sa performance nila. And also, 'di ba sa China, I've read na over 1 billion na yung mga contents for Gento sa pinakamalaking SOCMED doon. And that is such an achievement na I think so far sila pa lang naman yung nakakagawa. Kaya hindi talaga maikakaila yung parang impact nila sa other Southeast Asian countries na nangangarap din na maging matagumpay na boy group in the future or even girl group, 'di ba? Parang I would assume na pinorform nila yung Gento kasi okay, first given na nasikat but also at the same time, it gives them inspiration na they see SB19 na, oh, kaya nila. They are Southeast Asian boy group, hindi sila Korean, pero they're making waves. So kung kaya nila, kaya rin natin. So I guess I would assume hindi man ako sila, I would assume na ganun din 'di ba yung mentality na nakukuha nila. And for me personally, like it's very nice to see Filipino artists perform in America, Northern America. Pero there's different feeling pag sa ibang sea countries sila nagpe-perform and talagang na-appreciate sila. Like, it's a beautiful thing kasi parang they're brothers, 'di ba? They're neighbors, they're brothers. They look like us. We share, the same culture, magkaibang mga bansa, but we share almost the same culture. And parang it's also very interesting na yung journey ng SB19 is very relatable din sa mga idol group sa Taiwan. I've read a comment from a Taiwanese mismo na parang nalungkot dahil I think nakabasa yata siya ng comment ng kalahi din niya sa YouTube, I think dun sa post ng Hito Award sa performance ng SB19 may kalahi siya na nag-comment na nasapawan ng SB19 yung performances ng lahat ng Taiwanese boy group dun sa award show. Not verbatim but I think that's the gist of the comment. So, siyempre bilang I think, Taiwanese na nagro-root para sa mga idol group sa Taiwan, nalungkot talaga siya and he or she went on to say na sana wag ng gano'n, na sana i-wish well na lang ng mga kababayan niya yung mga idol groups nila doon because these boy groups are dreamers. Meron din silang mga pangarap na pilit nilang inaabot and they're working hard, they're giving their all and just give them time to grow kasi it takes time naman yung mga bagay na gano'n. So, parang from that comment, I realized na, sa Taiwan hindi rin yata masyadong accepted yung idol groups pa as of now. And it's a good thing na may mga 18 na nag-comment or nag-reply doon sa comment ng positive things, sharing na SB19 has the same story na hindi din sila agad sumikat, hindi din sila agad tinanggap at binash pa nga sila ng co-Filipinos nila. And it took them 6 years to get where they are now. And ayun, nag-comment din yung mga Taiwanese na, oh, it's very encouraging na makabasa ng mga ganong comment. And dahil sa positive interaction na ito, nakakabasa ako ng appreciation post ng mga Taiwanese dun sa comment doon. Parang they were sincerely moved and sabi pa nga nung nabasa kong post, mababait daw yung 18. May isa pa na nagsabi na umiiwas siya sa sikat na groups kasi yung fans ng mga sikat na groups, they tend to, I guess, be problematic. Not verbatim pero parang ganun yung gist. Pero I guess what I understood doon sa post is may tendency na magyabang or mapagmataas yung mga fan groups ng sikat ng mga groups. Pero they appreciate 18 dahil very encouraging daw at very warm yung mga words nila and comment nila. And nakikita din daw nila na may mga 18 na nanood ng I think MV ng Ozone and nagko-comment sila ng positive doon. So yeah, it would be nice to keep it that way, yung parang healthy and friendly relationship. So anyway, congratulations sa SB19. Ang ganda talaga ng pinakita nila sa Hit Awards and marami silang napahanga at marami silang naging na bagong tagahanga, which is well deserved. And I think parang gusto din sila ng Taiwanese media doon. I've read a post na nagsabing you can actually ask them anything, unlike sa other foreign groups na may limitation na parang hindi pwedeng magtanong ka ng kahit anong gusto mo. Pero sa SB19, walang briefing na ganito lang yung pwede mong itanong before the interview. Parang you can actually ask them anything and they will answer sincerely. And I guess parang that's new and fresh sa ibang bansa. I've never been into K-pop kaya I don't really know how it works. Pero base sa ilang mga nababasa ko lang din noon is very strict yata sila in everything. So I guess that's one of the differences and refreshing thing na nakita or napansin nila sa SB19. Also, I found this video na pag-alis nila dun sa interview nila with DJ Brian sa Hit FM, may mga Taiwanese fans na naghintay or nag-abang sa kanila sa labas ng building and they actually interacted with them like close interaction. The way they interact with their Filipino fans, yung pwede silang hawakan or pwede talaga silang lapitan and all that. So I don't know if okay yun sa other foreign groups, but I guess that's also one of the things na very likable sa kanila doon na they're very accommodating and approachable. And also on the spot din sila na pinakanta dun sa Hit FM interview nila and they immediately said yes, parang no problem. 'Di ba parang perhaps I guess sa iba siguro na foreign groups dapat ipinapaalam muna yung gano'n before the interview, including yung mga questions na ma-ask dun sa interview. But since SB19 of course manage themselves and yun nga, wala naman talaga silang kinatatakutang tanong or wala silang image na prinoprotektahan, go lang sila ng go. And I guess that's also part of their charm doon. And shout out din to DJ Brian sa Hit FM kasi parang napaka-accommodating niya sa boys. Mafe-feel mo talaga na he was very warm and very hospitable. Napaka-natural ng conversation at sincere yung message niya for them at the end of the interview. Kaya thank you talaga din sa kanya. It's very heartwarming lang talaga to see na ganun trinato ang Pinoy artist with, sincere respect, and ini-interview sila not just for the sake of an interview pero the host, ma-feel mo talaga na genuinely likes the boys as artists and as human beings. Kaya naman feel mo din na komportable din talaga yung SB19 during the interview. Yun lang, and again, congratulations to SB19. You deserve it all, and keep inspiring Filipino artists and other Southeast Asian artists, and keep representing our country while not just as an artist but as good human beings.